What's up, Dreamtown? Going into week number 2 of our at-home workouts. This is your warm-up for Monday. We've got 2 rounds, 30 seconds for each one of these movements. Easy single unders, down dog. Quick single unders, active Samson. High single unders, push up to down dog. Double under practice, and inchworms. Okay, so easy single unders. You're just grabbing your jump rope any way you would like. Just nice and easy to get warmed up. On our down dog, that is just your regular down dog. You're just going to push back your hips, look back at your toes, drive your heels into the ground, and stretch out your hamstrings and your calves. After that, it's quick single unders. On quick single unders, we're looking at jumping fast, okay? Learning how to spin our hands faster than we normally would. After that, we go into active Samson. Hands up over your head, interlace your fingers, drop the back knee, hands go back, hips go forward. This is a thoracic opener as much as a hip flexor stretch. After that, high single unders. When we're doing high single unders, what we're working on is getting our height by driving our knees back and jumping straight up versus pulling our knees up, okay? So we want to be more like a pogo stick. Drive the knees back like that instead of forward like this. Okay, after that, you've got push up to down dog. So you go back into the down dog position, bring yourself forward, down dog, forward into a push up, push back into down dog. If you need to, drop to your knees, push up, plant your toes, push back into down dog. After that, you go into double under practice, right? One of the things we've noticed, consistency so far in our home WOD programming from CompTrain, a lot of jump rope, right? So my suggestion is buy your own jump rope if you would like, or borrow one from the gym. If we run out, I'll buy more. They're not that expensive. Good opportunity to practice this, right? Sometimes when we're in a class situation, a little bit intimidated by everybody around us, maybe embarrassed. I know a little bit about that. This gives you an opportunity at home just to work on these yourself, okay? The things we want to work on when we're doing our double unders. We want to gain our elevation, like we said, by driving our knees back. We want our elbows to try and stay in. Hands are going to be slightly in front of my pockets, and it's just going to be a flip of my wrists, right? Sometimes at the gym, it's hard for people because the music's up loud and there's a whole bunch of noise. At home, you can turn your stereo down and just have it be quiet and listen for that. So it's a cadence that you're looking for. It's just timing that jump rope, right? So this gives you an opportunity to practice that. After that, we're doing inchworms. Inchworm is just hanging down to your feet here, walking it all the way out into a plank, and then walking your hands all the way back to your feet. You're going to do 2 rounds of that, 30 seconds of each. For our workout, we've got 20 dumbbell snatches, 40 double unders, or, and I up this up a little bit for your practice because we've been doing a lot of these. You can do 60 single unders or 60 seconds of practice, 20 burpees, and back into 40 double unders. If you don't have any equipment, we're doing 20 odd object ground to overhead, 20 lateral hops over that object, 20 burpees, and then 20 lateral hops over that object again, right? So, for our snatches, some things to keep in mind when we're doing this. Okay, when we practice these in the gym, we typically warm up through this sequence, and I'd love for you guys to do this again, okay? So our hips go down, our arms stay long, okay? From the side that looks like this versus this, okay? So here, and we deadlift up to our hip, deadlift up to our hip, deadlift and shrug with keeping our arm as straight as possible, deadlift, shrug, and then you're going to add in that high pull, okay? So the elbow goes high and outside, dumbbell stays nice and close to your body. So it's like zipping up your jacket, right? After you make the high pull, then we come up and we punch underneath it. When it comes up over your head, we want to externally rotate. So your thumb is pointed towards the back, right? We do not want to be internally rotated like this with my thumb pointed forward. So comes up, out, and then externally rotate up over your head. Bicep is right next to your ear. When you come back down, it's going to be alternating, okay? So there's with my right, I come back down, switch to my left, touch, back up over my head, or switch down on the ground. All right, so those are our snatches. After that, you've got double unders. 60 singles, 60 seconds of practice. It makes the clock math easy. After that, we've got burpees. These are regular burpees. Get your chest to the ground. Doesn't matter if you step back and lunge, all the way to the ground. Come back up. You're looking for a chest touching the ground and that nice vertical leap with a little clap over your head. Then you go back into your double unders. That is a 15-minute AMRAP, right? So keeping track of rounds and reps on that. For the other workout, still a 15-minute AMRAP, except now I've got odd object, ground to overhead. Okay, so I'm going to use this backpack as the odd object today. Okay, it doesn't matter how you grab it, you're going to figure out what's best for you. We're going ground to overhead. It's not single arm this time. Okay, it's going to be both arms grabbing the object. We can clean it into the front rack position, then up over our head, or we can just come through and press, okay? So somewhat like a snatch. I think for most of us, if we make it heavy enough and challenging enough, we're probably going to come up into the front rack position and then come up over our head, okay? That would be the most common thing for ground to overhead is a clean and jerk. After that, we've got lateral hops over the object. If your object's wide like this, you need to be pretty careful, okay? So we're just jumping laterally, 3, 4, all the way up to 20, okay? You can also take your odd object if you wanted to, and we can snatch with one arm here, okay? So I'm down here, up over my head, and punch, okay? Another thing we showed last week, if you had a thing of oil, okay? We can use that, punch up over our head, something that's challenging for you guys. I think most of you came in yesterday and grabbed some sort of object to move. That's the same thing, 15-minute AMRAP, rounds and reps, or how you're keeping track of that. That's it, you guys. Enjoy this workout. Jess will see you at 9 o'clock. I will see you at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Stay fit. Remember, this is the only you can control during this. Keep kicking ass. Love you all. Bye.